Hello and welcome, my name is Parky and today we're going to be playing some of The Sims 4. You meet me back with Thorandrianian McMuffin, where today we're going to do lots of nice stuff. At the end of the last episode what we did was we started placing down some of this nice garden area, and frankly he's not been doing a very good job at looking after any of it, so what we're going to do straight away is we're going to start watering some of these plants, because when you look at them they're not very happy right now. I think these ones are okay, but this one, he is a sad, sad plant. So that's what we're going to do. And do we need to weed these as well? Oh, we do need to weed them. Oh, God. I think this does increase your ability to... Oh, he's just randomly watering everything. Okay. Maybe I don't need to do each individual one. But yeah, I think this increases your gardening skill, which if we have a little look quickly, will allow us to put down some more interesting plants and other stuff when we level it up. So let's actually... Where are you going? Weed the plants, man! Okay, so he's done that now. Is he going to weed everything? I think he is. So whilst he's doing this, there's a few other little things I want to do today. There's a few interior decorating things, little tasks that I want to address, and also there's a few little life things as well, like this garden. I think these are all pretty happy now. They could probably do with another water, maybe? Harvest all? Can we harvest them all yet? They don't look really done, do they? Harvest all. Okay, maybe we can. Does it dig up the rest of the plant, or do we just get additional versions of this? Oh no, here we go, we just get loads of them. Well, that's quite cool. Hopefully this pear tree will grow up very soon, and then we'll be able to get some pears. Not that I'm really sure what we're going to do with these, but I guess we could just eat them. Eat a carrot. Where are you, Thorandrianian? I want to watch you eat this carrot. It's like the satisfaction of having a garden. We can just eat a carrot whenever we want. That's like my biggest life aim, to have a garden, a vegetable patch. Did he just literally scoff it down instantly? I think he might have done. Well, that's fine. So one other thing that I realised that we haven't done yet is actually put curtains on everything. We got a little bit of money since last time as well, like normal. So what I want to do is I want to add some of the trim to this room, because we said that we're going to do this ages ago, and it's just something I've forgotten every episode, frankly. So that's what we're going to do. So let's get, I think we decided on these ones, and then we're going to go in this sort of darker purple colour, because it looks red in this lighting. And as much as these, you know, may not be the ones that you want me to put down, I just feel as though all the other curtains are too big. Like, you look at these are too big anyway. They're not even, the room isn't tall enough. There's some really weird options in here. These look okay. They do look okay. But I just feel like they're too long, and I don't really like ones that touch the ground. So we're not going to go for those. So I do apologise. However, once we've done all this, we should have a house that's looking a bit more finished down here. We're going to have to do something else for the smaller windows. Not really sure if you have these kind of curtains in a bathroom. Maybe we can go for something, maybe like this. Just a blind over the window in the bathroom. It doesn't seem particularly normal to have curtains in a bathroom. So then we're going to go upstairs, do the same up here. Place them one higher, just so they look a bit better. You can place them a bit lower down on the window frame itself, but I really like how that looks. We've got a few different curtains in the bedroom, because the bedroom is an illustrious zone. It's a place where we've got nice, long, luxurious, flowing things, like big curtains. Okay, see if we can place some of these in here. If the game will let me. For some reason it's making me put it outside. Good job, everyone. There we go. Perfect. Now for the smaller windows, we could do something similar with a smaller blind. I think... Have we got a smaller window blind? How do these look? Could of course go for something like this instead. Well, that does look a bit strange. It does look a bit castly though, so maybe we will just go for this. We could go for a nice red as well, just to match everything else. Just as a little finishing thing. I don't even know what those are supposed to be, just like little window covers, I guess. Little blinds. They don't look like you can fold them down very well though. Oh well, it's just a nice finishing decoration. Okay, so that's good. Upstairs is looking absolutely fabulous, as you can see. You can't even argue with my reasoning there. It's because it does look fabulous. Okay, for some reason this is putting them outside again. Put these on the windows. And once this is done, oh, there's another window there that I've missed. And then we should be done. Okay, so we want one more of these. I'll just grab this quickly, it'd be a bit quicker than doing it in the menu. It's as if you have to face them front on before you can put them down. And actually we can't put it down anyway because the staircase is in the way. So what I might do is I might just put a little blind on that window, because we don't want people looking in on our secret man cave. Can we put this here? God, it really doesn't like you putting it on the inside of the building. Okay, well that's fine. We just won't have one in there. But there we go. So we've got all the curtains down now, which is lovely. We've now also got the downstairs, which is also fantastic. And one thing I really want to do today as well is, if we just speed this up, we want to give him a little bit of a workout because he is getting a bit chub around the edges. Is this broken? Why is it smelling? Oh, it's just a pile of rubbish in the front. It's like, why is our speaker set smelling? I know it's in the gym and it might get splattered with a bit of sweat now and again, but there's no reason why it should stink. Okay, so we're going to get our fitness on, going to pump it to the limit, push it to the limit, or whatever it's called. And then once that's done, I don't know how much of this we have to do. Oh god, he just fell off a little bit. I don't know how much we have to do with this before he starts losing weight. It's taken a while for us to put on all that weight, so I'm assuming it's going to take quite a while to get rid of it as well. How's he doing? Maybe it's based on your fitness skill? How does this work? Okay, while Sims want to stay healthy, fitness-minded Sims frequently go above and beyond the call of duty to keep their bodies in tip-top shape. Fitness can be worked on via the treadmill, weight bench or pushing bag. Increasing this skill will unlock new workout interactions and socials. So basically we can just do new interactions, which is not the most exciting thing ever. I was hoping that maybe... Oh, we should have a shower in our new shower room. Come on, you can't go into the rest of the house before you've had a shower. And of course, what we're going to try and do is get our mixology skill up a little bit, because I want to impress the ladies down here in our nice new pub. And that's another thing that we definitely need to do, and I think we might do next episode, is we might have a big party in our pub room, because that sounds epic. Now, one other thing that I really want to do is I want to start doing some of the garden and the outside of the house today, because... well, we haven't addressed any of it yet. We've done this little bit out here. We put down the fountain and these street lamps, but that's about it. And there's a lot of nice garden stuff in this game that I want to take a look at. So, garden. Gardening. Garden gander, bistro table, garden gate. One thing I definitely want to do is I want to put down some fencing of some kind. I think... is that... no, these are gates. I think it must be fences. It'd be cool if we can put these around our plot. But I'm not sure if we can. And actually, it says that we need to apply it to a room. I just want to test something out here, because we can't place it outside the boundary lot. So if we place this here, can we then turn this into a garden gate? Is this how it works? A garden fence? Yes, okay, so this is how it works. So strangely enough, we need to put down a wall surrounding our plot first and turning it into the outside fence. Very strange, but I guess it does make sense. Do we have two mailboxes? Or has it just moved it because we got stuff in the way? I think it might have just moved it. Okay, so we're going to need to do some editing with this wall at some point, just because we don't have the biggest amount of space here. And the reason we're not putting it out here is because it's not within the boundary lot, which is a bit stupid, thank you game, but it's still going to look pretty cool. So let's do this first of all. We want a nice surrounding of the entire plot of land, and then connect it back up at the front a bit like this. Now what we are going to do is we're going to probably put down a little gate here as well, but first of all let's select which one of these we want. So we could go for something stone, which would be good. Or we could go for something like this. We can change the colour of these as well, which might be a good idea. I'm not very fond of that other colour. We could go for something like this. Might look good. I was hoping for a bit more, maybe detail. We could go for a hedge as well. Hedges are nice. Tall panelled fence. That's a bit weird. I was hoping for like a... yes, look at this. Maybe something like this. Just a little trim around the house so people know that it's ours and not to get inside the boundary. I think none of these are particularly suitable outside of that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for this one. And I like the colour of it already. It matches our stone theme of everything else. So then let's just put this down here like this. Round the back and round the side, and then the final wall on the front. Okay, so that's looking good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look for a gate that we can put here, because you can't have a little wall without having an epic gate as well. We could go for something like this. And again, I think you might have to place this within a wall. So let's just connect this up quickly. There we go. Oh god, it's made everything into a room. Is that what we want? I don't think that's what we want, really. But we'll figure that out in a second. So we want to make this into a garden gate. We could go for something maybe a bit like this. Oh, I think it might actually have to be normal wall first. So let's put down the rest of this as this wall. Right, that does make a lot of sense, actually. I don't know why I'm going about this the completely opposite way as I should be, but it's okay. Right, so one thing we might face a problem with is having this forward, because as you can see it actually goes outside of the boundary plot. So we might have to go for a bit of a smaller gate at the front. Something like this is pretty grand. If we can change the colour of it, that might be good. Something a bit like this. It's not really matching the colour of the rest of it though. Maybe something like this. This matches. I like that. Okay, so the rest of this is now being treated as a room, unfortunately. So what we are going to have to do is we're going to have to go for something maybe a bit like this. Outdoor. Here we go. And we're going to make this a nice outdoor floor. Make it into grass for now. We can always add some of these nice flower patches. We could just do this randomly, but I think first of all I want to try... Oh, look, our pear tree has grown. But I want to try it and figure out where I'm going to put things, because we don't have a lot of space to play with, unfortunately, but that's something that we can deal with. So I'm thinking we need some exit somewhere else in the house to get into the garden. So the most logical place would be put a door here. And we could do that. It would get rid of this window, and it would be a bit weird having this chair right in front of the door, but at some point I was going to restructure this main living room here anyway. We need to create another room to put all this other junk in anyway as well, so maybe we can look at that in the future. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this window. So where's our sledgehammer tool? There we go, get rid of that as well, and put in a big double door to the outside world. And I think we are going to go with one of these big double doors because they're quite nice. It's nicely in the centre as well. Okay, so let's get these walls back up so we can see what we're doing. And what we're also going to want to do is we're going to put down some lamps outside, because this is going to look a lot better with these up in comparison. I think what we might want to do as well is put down some outdoor lights. In fact, maybe we should just put down some outdoor lights anyway. A wall sconce. We can still keep this theme, but just make them a bit bigger outside. That might be nice. In fact, let's do that. So let's grab these, get rid of these small indoor lamps, and go for these nice big outdoor versions. Okay, maybe what we'll do as well is we'll raise the roof. Let's raise the roof and put down these like this. Cool. And I think for the rest of this, what we might do as well is we might just put down a couple of these lights just dotted around the place, maybe one on each corner of this building. Like that, gives it enough light out here so you can actually see what you're doing. And maybe again just replicate this on either side of the house out the front here, like this, and maybe put one on either side of the front door. There we go, perfect. I think that's plenty of light. But one thing that we do want for sure, so we need to find a better place for this fountain. Because now that we know how much room we've got, I think we need to put it as a feature here, right in the middle. I think this is probably a nice place for it like that. We also need another feature on the other side. I'm thinking maybe another fountain of some kind. We could go for the double fountain. Double fountain? That seems like a good idea to me. So we're going to put down the double fountain idea here, like that, nice and symmetrical. Not that things have to be symmetrical, but you know how it is with me. I need things to be a bit more symmetrical than that. Okay, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to move the post box as well, so that it is going to be over on this side of the door, a bit like this, because we don't want it on the inside of our nice fence. We don't want the common outsiders coming into our property. That is a no-no. What we're also going to need to do is we're going to need to replace that as a bit of walkway here that I put down. So let's get our tool back out, and I think we went for this one. In fact, we did go for a different one, but I like this one just as much anyway. So we're going to go for this. I think maybe just expand it out a little bit like that as well. That looks good. I'm not going to do any more of that in this area. One thing that we could do is we could actually expand a little walkway outside, just like this, maybe going around like this, having a little walk. And what we could do is put a little table down out here, like a picnic table. Here we go. Outdoor tables. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. So we're going to put down a picnic table like this, so we can picnic with the chums, I guess. The chums. Oh, God. You can tell I don't have many chums if I'm saying the word chums, can't you? And then what we're going to do also is we're going to grab this again and make this into a little area. A little bit like this. And of course, aside from a picnic table, what we're going to also want is we're going to want... I guess this is our little area of farming as such. So we're going to leave this, maybe drag it into the middle a little bit more, just because it's going to be a bit more centralised, which would be appreciated for my OCD. So that's good. Okay. So where would we put the rest of this? Let's have a little look at the outdoor furniture. I think, if I'm not mistaken... Are there rooms for outdoors? Here we go. Right, so we've got some barbecue stuff. Of course, we're going to go for the incinerator by Grill Mania, because that sounds fantastic. And we're going to put it right next to the picnic bench, because that seems like a good place for it. We might expand this flooring underneath as well. We've got some outdoor lights as well, which might be quite nice. But I think in terms of everything else, we're going to want to put down the furniture first. Because furniture, once you've got it down, then you can figure out where you want the rest of it. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a nice bench... maybe facing on the wall here like that. Again, as I say, we haven't got that much room to play with, which is unfortunate. But there's not much we can do about it. But we don't need to worry too much. Okay, so let's grab some of this again. And once we've done all of this, we can start putting down... Oh god, that was a bit too much. We're going to start putting down all of the plants. The plant life of the area. Okay, so that's good. We want to get rid of... Oh god, that's not good. Why is it like that? Can we not sledgehammer just a single bit here? I guess it is actually a flooring. Again, I've done this in a very strange way, so we're going to have to get this tool again, do it a bit like this. Perfect. And frankly, I don't know whether we need this to be cobbled. It seems a bit excessive. I like it like this. Okay, so now that we've done this, let's have a little look at what other stuff we've got in the garden. So there might be a few other things that we can scatter around. We've got some nice garden art. Not sure if some of this is very suitable. Go for this, sculpture. It's a bit pretentious. Maybe not. Go for a diner outdoor sign. Oh my god, what the hell. I guess that's in case you want to make like a business of some kind. In fact, I don't know whether you can make a business in this game. It'd be pretty cool if you could. Oh, and look, we can get a really cool mailbox, and why not? I don't really want this standard mailbox now that we've got it. We go for a Willow Creek one. Yeah, look at this. This looks a bit more retro. If I can actually rotate it in the right direction. There we go. Perfect. This one's weird. So it looks like a CCTV, like surveillance camera, doesn't it? That's probably the point, to be honest. Oasis Springs. Got some trash bins as well. We don't even have any bins, do we? We've been using this outdoor bin over here. So what we might do is we might go for one of these on the corner somewhere. If we can actually fit it in. I think we're going to have to put it down sideways. We can put it on the corner like this so the bin men can come and clean up after us. I think that's probably good. We'll just leave it there like that. Okay, so for the rest of the back, we're going to need some plants now. I've got some nice arches like this. We could in fact put down one of these. That might be quite cool. Got a jungle gym. Steampunk fligamajig. Okay, maybe we won't go for one of those. That seems a bit weird. We've got some monkey bars as well, but we're not very fit. I don't think we're going to be able to use that. So let's just go with some plants. Plants. Outdoor plant. So there's quite a few of these that we can choose from. Oh my god, there's a llama. Well, I think instantly I'm going to have to put down this llama. And we're going to have to put it down here. Pride of place at the front. Look at this. Llama house. The house of llama. Nothing speaks fortune like having sculptured hedges. So we can have a... What is that? Is that an elephant? Topiary elephant. You can have one of those. And a weeping cherry tree. Oh wow, look at this. That is really massive. But I love it, so we're going to put it down. Okay then. We've got a big tree in that corner. We can go for another big tree in this one, I guess. But it seems a bit excessive if we have too many big trees. What we could do, though, is put down some big trees on the side of the house. But then it is going to encroach on the inside of our rooms, which is not something I really want. So that's cool because it leans out of the plot as well. Makes it seem a bit bigger. Go for something a bit smaller. Yeah, things like this look good. So let's put down maybe one of these in the corner like that. We can go for a few of these smaller trees. Maybe put a smaller tree in the corner over here. That seems good. And then what we might do is just remove some of this path as well so it fits in a bit better. And then what else can we put down? We can put down some nice bushes. Nice bushes look good. In fact, yeah, let's put some bushes down on the front of the building as well. Some nice bushes like this. I don't want to overdo it because it does start looking a bit ridiculous if you do too much to a plot of land. Like, I don't really think I want to put down any more big things out the front here. Maybe some smaller flowers would be good around this front bit. Maybe something like this. If we mix these up, this might look a bit good. A bit good, not very good. Bit. Just a tiny bit, you know, not too good. Don't want to show off too much. I think this looks good. If we go for something like that, then maybe mirror it on this side. I can't even remember what this one was. I'm just going to grab it again like this. Perfect. Looks a bit over the top, I guess. But it's because I've been used to not having anything out here. It seems a bit strange suddenly having like masses of plants. And a couple of square plants on either side like that. And maybe we could just go for a few more little things. Maybe one of those there. And frankly, I don't want to overdo it. So we're going to leave it a bit like this. Maybe we could put down another plant here. I don't know. Maybe one like that. Perhaps facing the right way would be a good idea. Okay, well that seems like good. I think that looks okay. Let's have a little look from just normal play mode. Yeah, I mean you wouldn't want to do too much more. I guess like that's pretty much all we can do considering how small our plot of land is to play with. Oh yeah, that's one thing I wanted to change. I wanted to get rid of that bit of flooring there, didn't I? Let's get our tool back out and we'll get this into grass. Maybe we'll bring it back a couple because we did... Oh, maybe a few then, just to match that side. Although it does make sense here because it looks like it's going into these areas. I think that's fine. We're thinking about it far too much. That seems good. Okay, so there we go. We've done some of the garden stuff. Put down some curtains. We've got this epic pink willow tree, cherry willow thing. I don't know what it's called anymore. But yeah, we've done quite a bit today. Next time I think I'm going to start looking into having a party in our dungeon bar. And maybe even start creating our sub-dungeon layer, which is going to be the dungeon below the dungeon. If you enjoyed today's episode, please, I'd appreciate it if you left your feedback as to what I've done with the garden. If there's anything you'd like me to change, then leave your suggestions and I will read them. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, awkward. Awkward goodbye. Awkward.